Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with Qualifier number 6, DK64 Randomizer.com, for the Season 2 tournament. I am Larock. I will be your commentator for this fine afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. We're for a good time, that's for sure. I will have a co-commentator pop in a little bit, but once the race is rolling, which I believe the race is about to start rolling, I will... Oh, here we go. Let's cut to our runners. Today, we've got the one and only SpikeVegeta on the left, and another fine community figure, Kilvereis, on the right. Both of these guys, no stranger to DK64 Randomizer.com. They're both very quick, very fast. We'll have a good competition between these two, as well as 30 people in the race time again. Oh my god, that is so many people! We got a huge race once again. I'm excited. This is gonna be great. We will be kicking off shortly. I believe almost everyone is ready, so we are almost all set. Woo. Taking a look at our start here. Donkey Diddy start, love that, going nice and quick. Combined with a smattering of moves that we have for Kongs that we don't have. Oops. We've got Feather, pretty good. Triangle, gives you your second melon, nothing too wrong, nothing too bad with that. And Sprint, which is not really stellar, but sometimes you just need Sprint. All important. And a lot of what's going to be accessible is going to depend on our first few levels. We'll see how that pans out. I believe we are moments away from getting started, so whenever our last few people ready up, we will be off to the races, and then the flood of information will come in. Brace yourselves. Here we go. The race is beginning. In mere seconds, we're off to the races. Woohoo. Good luck, have fun, everybody. Here we go. Cut to some game audio. Sorry about that. Here we go. Perfect. We've got Japes, level 2. Factory Diddy Medal. E2, Kasplat, and Japes. Perfect. Whereas Spike takes the prison start, gets a rainbow coin for his troubles. Love that. Main aisle, key 7. So seems like clearing out the aisle early is definitely going to be the way to go. Something like perhaps this dirt patch that Spike is running towards. R&D Kasplat away the horde. Forest Mills, foolish. Love that. A lot of really inconvenient spot in the Forest Mills. And Kilvereis checks that info and is like, okay, I wanna go see the main aisles. Aha! My commentator has arrived. Hello! Would you like to introduce yourself? Who is our mystery second commentator?
The mystery second commentator. It's me again. I'm back. I was here last week. It's Nintendo Sarah. So, glad to be back again. I didn't do so bad, they let me come again. So, alright. I see they are still in early game.
We pulled Vine Swinging out of the back of the training grounds. That could very easily be our key 7 path hint. And you can take the vines straight to the Banana Horde dirt patch, so that's a nice little position for it.
It's always nice when it's right there.
It's always nice when it's early. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to make a second trip to the training grounds. That's perfect.
Vines is a 100% needed, so that's a good pickup. And Kilvereis wisely considering the training grounds as well. First pack of hints, and nothing in Isles Cranky, so nothing too exciting here.
Oh,
Actually, nothing at all. Wow. They've got their first GB for level 1, so I imagine. Okay, Spike is now going to get his hint set of tapes. Yeah, Pearl, actually, a Pearl in the Isle shop could be relevant, but it remains to be seen. That's the kind of thing you note down where's your easiest Pearl to get. You only need one of them, and you're pretty likely to just like stumble into one checking a bunch of things, but not a guarantee. You may need to remember that Pearl.
if you need that, at least you know where one is.
Yeah, yeah.
Always helpful in case you end up needing that mermaid. She's got something hostage for you.
Wow, they've got 2 rainbow coins early. I didn't realize that. That's actually crazy. That is so nice. Ooh, but here's another main item. What could this be? Mini monkey.
Ooh. Ooh.
So we've got a possibility of... Oh, wait, more hints. Hang on. Jeep's Cranky Diddy. And Spike goes straight into Japes. Oh wow, it was super cheap.
Oh, yeah.
I like this. I like this a lot. He's gonna get rewarded because this shop he's running directly towards is Way of the Horde item. Ooh, so that mini monkey is Way of the Horde. So it could be instead that your key 7 path is talking about mini monkey, not vines.
Oh. Oh, could we possibly maybe have a fairies?
Oh
Fairy
no!
angle?
Did I see? What did I see in the tiny cage? Was that something?
Couldn't see it. He went by too fast.
Yeah, it looked like I saw a flash of red. I'm not sure if it was a red vial or a rainbow coin. I don't think it was a vial, but I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, and when Kilvereis goes by eventually, we will see.
He's going for the backflip up factory lobby to try and get some extra hints. It's a little finicky. There's a lineup for it, but it's still kind of tricky. You're up to no good, that's for sure when you're doing this. Ooh, Spike taking a peek at the cutscene. He gets it eventually. Spike taking a look at the cutscene. This actually lets you peek the shop a little bit. Main to key 8. Well, that's going to be vines, so... Lighthouse key 7. Uh-oh. That's their second key 7 hint.
Oh, we might have a long path for key 7.
We might. We may. Let's see.
Ooh, Diddy has a potion there in that cutscene that Spike just saw.
Well, yeah, that's the Way of the Horde item that we know.
Well, that is the way. Okay, it is. I didn't hear those guys. I missed those first ones. So.
I'm not entirely sure Spike stepped on that pad intentionally or not, because like you're probably going to that shop anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
A relatively short crown makes a quick work of it. Worth the GB, I think, especially early.
Early on, yeah, less than 30 seconds. Oh, but I thought he fell. Okay, so we got it. Yeah, wow. Less than 30 seconds is good to get those early bananas.
That's actually really interesting that Japes costs only 1, but Factory is level 1. Yesterday we saw Factory dish out like 10 GBs in a level 1 alone. So maybe today we got a stingy Factory today. It's, I think, rarer than a generous Factory. How odd.
Maybe it'll give you a bunch of potions. So maybe it'll be generous in potions and not in GBs.
Ooh, it could be.
Yeah, but now Kilvereis came also to Japes, so interesting to see what they both skip factory. They'll have to go back to it. Ooh, another pearl.
Well, there's 2. Nothing in the Diddy cage. I guess the real big question we're looking for is what's Cranky got? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, what is that? What is that hinted potion? It could be. We don't know, so be interesting. They're gonna play to open that up. Oh, boss is the 91. Okay.
A little expensive. Yeah, that's actually pretty expensive for level 1 or for level 2.
That's a lot for level 2.
We haven't seen any Kong hints, but I think it's pretty likely that a Kong will turn up soon enough. You definitely can't do that with just these 2 Kongs. They can't get that. I don't think they can hit 91 with just what they have right now. So I think there's gonna be something coming pretty soon. It could be something like Peanuts in Cranky here, or something out of Factory.
Yeah, because obviously the game is expecting them to have gone to Factory first, since that's level 1.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll see if they get punished for not going there first. But a good play to go for that Way of the Horde hinted item. See what it is. More banana, yeah. But level 3, you never know. Level 3 could have a lot of bananas. Could be a big skip. Get in.
What?
It's like E2.
What's Cranky got for Diddy? Alright, well, he's got a GB for Donkey. That's pretty good, but...
What is it? Hopefully he has enough coins. Oh yeah, that's plenty with the 2 rainbow coins.
The 2 rainbow coins there they're loaded forever. Yeah. That is basically an ideal start for your coin situation.
Yeah, I forgot there was 2. It's like, oh yeah, I got a lot.
You can't ask for a better start for coins, so they're going to be flying. Especially with factories level 1, and factories loaded up on coins.
Loaded up with coins. It does have a lot.
So none of the rest of the Jape shotguns really turned into anything interesting. Oh boy. O-stand. O-stand is way of the horde.
The way of the horde. Oh, so it could be a production climb to Lanky's. If they can find Lanky, it could be... well, no Tiny, it could be that hill if they get Peanut. Well, even that dirt.
Well, I think...
On Big Hill, that's O-stand required without Tiny.
I think they both got up there. I'm thinking production is my guess right now. I'm thinking Lanky production is a pretty good contender for this O-stand use, because all the other ones they can skip. They definitely... I didn't see it, but I would be surprised if they didn't look at the O-stand locked barrel that's nearby. Oh, there's key 2.
Okay.
Well, I guess they knew that was coming off a Kasplat.
Yeah. The Kasplat was hinted, yeah.
4 of the 5 Kasplats are accessible, so... Is it 4 of the 5 or... Yeah. Yeah, it's 4 of the 5 are accessible, so... And a third rainbow coin! Why not? Why not?
Oh, yeah! Load up with money! Well, that's good. When they get their other Kongs, they won't have to do any coin searching.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
it'll be nice. Early coins are so nice. Early rainbow coins. Really helpful.
Yes, please.
Oh. They're just getting the coins? Or the bananas there?
Alright, so Kilvereis didn't get this dirt, and so now he's like, okay, O-stand is way of the horde. I really want to see what's on this dirt.
I'm gonna go find the dirt.
I think that's a worthy attempt. Aztec
level
3. Spike still has not gone into level 1, so that's bold.
Yep. Yeah, he's really just pressing on. Yeah, it's just a bit of metal there, so that was not the way the horde plays.
Key 4 is chilling in factory, probably. Oh, maybe not. Because we have we have Aztec tunnels on the path to Key 4 as well.
Ooh, okay, so maybe it's there.
Maybe they need something from factory first. Factory metals chunky K roll, okay.
Oh, yeah, well, they're gonna have to go to factory.
It's 7 to get into Aztec, that's rough.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that was Diddy, Lanky... What was the third one?
Diddy, Lanky, Tiny.
Tiny, okay. Well,
yeah, Diddy, Lanky, Tiny, so... Yep, lots of music still to get.
Wow, I thought Spike had Mini Monkey. He actually didn't, because he hadn't even seen Factory yet.
Factory, yeah, there we go.
Oops.
Now he's got the Mini Monkey. He'll get his hints here.
It's impossible to miss. You have to be going out of your way to not pick that thing up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So now we're getting a little extra info here.
People grab it by accident.
Spike trying to get the little line up.
Yep, do that jump.
It's very finicky.
Yep, it is. You have to get it in exactly the right place.
I think it's fairly lenient, but it's still super finicky.
Yeah, he got it. Okay, good. Get his last hints here. Ooh, oh, production room foolish. So it is not going to be that lanky O stand.
Ooh, and it's not. Oh wow.
Maybe it's like forest top of the mushroom or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Guess we'll have to.
Forest is actually forest looks pretty good. It's not the dirt that they just checked in Japes. It's not the.
No, because that was just a metal.
There's no way it's the O stand barrel in Japes. If they saw it, you can. There are ways to slope climb up to that and not require.
Yeah, maybe it's the climbing up the llama neck in Aztec.
Oh gosh,
if they can
Aztec.
If they could find a guitar to get to that.
Well, it's certainly something to keep in the back of their minds. For now, though, it's just clear out factory. What do we got here? Production is foolish. There's no way I'm climbing a foolish production room. Absolutely no chance. I'm never doing it. I don't
waste much time. Just get the even this Kasplat if it's a quick banana maybe.
Well, you know what? There is a way I'm doing it, and there's a way. Well,
you need the banana medal.
If I need Diddy's medal, and I don't think you do. Diddy's medal is hinted, and medals are on the path to Chunky K roll. So there's a decent chance.
Oh, the medals were on the path. Okay, yeah, the medals were. Then they might have to climb to get it.
Specifically, Diddy's medal is hinted way the horde, and medals are on the path to Chunky K roll. So they're looking for Diddy's medal specifically, which you can kind of get by cheating your way up the block tower with some clever tags.
Yeah. Oh, with some clever backflipping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that gets you almost all of the medals. So I don't think they'll need to climb production at all, which is good. Logically, they might be expected to, but they're not practically going to do that. All right, shared shot
Ooh,
move. What do we got here?
Move. Well, hopefully a training move would be good.
Homing ammo. You love to see it.
The homing agenda.
You love to see it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a couple checks they might need. This was not hinted way of the horde, though, was it?
No, it was not.
No, okay. Nope, all bananas in the next one. Well, they need to get their bananas to get into level 3.
Oh, yeah. And they're rich. They're buying everything they can see.
Yeah, they're buying. Yeah, so you might as well. If you have a quick early banana to buy, you might as well.
They've got 3 early rainbow coins, and they're about to run through the rest of factory. They are not worried about money at all.
That is nice. You don't have to worry about a roadblock there.
They are negative worried about money. They're happy about their money. Maybe we get something out. We still are looking for something out of storage, and we have not seen anything yet, so...
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna get.
We're looking for something for key 4 here. It's not the punch barrel. Is it this mini check? Ooh, red vial mini locked. Where's Tiny?
Oh, yeah, we gotta get Tiny. That could be peanuts.
Notably, Kilvereis did not actually go into the arcade. You know what I think he's doing? I bet he's gonna check the arcade room from this window. That's actually really smart.
Oh, and then he saves time now. Oh, yeah, you don't have to go in there.
Okay, well, he didn't, but... Oops.
Oh, nope. He didn't even look.
I've put ideas out there that have not happened, and that is unfortunate. That's fine.
Yeah, that I didn't realize you could peek that from that window.
You probably can. I'm not certain, but... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you can... No.
Check, but here he goes. He's climbing up the block tower. He's gonna get Diddy's medal here, and this is the way of the horde. So let's see what we get. What's on the tower too? Nothing. Just a GB.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hunky Chunky of all things.
Oh well, no hunky casino today. That's good.
That is indeed nice.
But you never know. They could be casinoing for Super Duper Simian Slam like some of our other qual seeds have been. Yeah. Seem to have a rash of those coming in.
Huh.
We don't know yet if that's needed. We don't know what our later levels are yet.
We do know it's needed because it's Chunky Key roll, so no Hunky Casino. Love that.
But you could just get Blue Slam. You might not have to get Super Duper.
Right. There's help for slams though if you don't have one.
There is, yeah. With Chunky K roll, you can always get your hints if you need it.
There's a safety net if you get to the fight without a slam. The MC will tell you what levels your slams are in, so you get a little bit of a help, which is just about all you need. Spike opting to take photos. Love that. Yep. You've got Mini Monkey. I think this is a pretty good one to grab.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good one, and then you get everything filled up too.
Oh, and speak of the devil, Tiny has arrived.
Tiny was on the donkey counting. Okay, there you go. That's 27 coins.
that makes that fairy pickup look a little bit better. You've got Mini Monkey.
Yeah. You got Mini
Tiny.
and Tiny now. Yep, that's very good. So that hopefully they'll be peaking that soon.
Does the rare GB door hold anything? Kind of a tough question. Kind of a tough ask, or a tricky question because like the answer is unlikely to be yes. What if it does? If it does,
yeah. And Spike already has his start with his his fairy pictures already. Less time you have to practice. Ooh, a strong Kong pull out of R&D there.
That's way the horde.
Yep.
Oh, for what?
So strong Kong hinted. Oh, stands hinted. Wow, this is an interesting one.
We got some wacky stuff hinted already. So something is.
It's a bonus stage.
Oh, is this a potion in the?
That is a potion on the Diddy Vine game.
Diddy
so
storage?
Yeah.
Okay. Kilvereis might be thinking, ooh, maybe this is my key 4.
Maybe this is it, yeah. Maybe this is the key 4 needed, and it's Stealthy Snoop, a 90-second one, too.
Oh, he's making quick work of it. Oh, what a good angle.
Yeah.
And the cop.
And Spike taking the good hit detection wheel. See what we've got here. But with Mini and Tiny, that's good, and then he can go grab that other potion, too.
I like this thoroughness in factory. In a level 1 factory, I like that thoroughness. It didn't pay out here, but I think that's a good decision.
Yeah. Yeah, you see a potion, you gotta check it. And it is...
It ain't that.
Nope! Instrument upgrade 1.
Womp womp.
Yep.
But now Kilvereis, armed with Tiny and Mini Mookie, is headed to the arcade. Is not headed to the arcade. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He doesn't know there's a potion there. He already has it with fully Hunky. Well, Hunky was on the metal.
I see where he's coming with this. He's thinking Strong Kong because Strong Kong is hinted way the horde.
Strong Kong. Yeah.
But production is foolish, so this is nothing.
Yeah, this is gonna be nothing because foolish production.
Oh, maybe he's getting the bananas actually. The bananas are actually a pretty good pull there. Ooh,
oh yeah, that's right. And it's junk.
So he left without checking car race, without checking arcade. He's playing very aggressively. That's very dangerous too. That could be guitar easily in the arcade.
Could be.
Nothing on the car race, but ooh, you might be thinking, what's the fairy queen got? We gotta know.
We gotta know. No, get to find out. Because that hint might not come till later if it is something.
It's nothing.
Not a bad idea to check it. Nope. Just a banana medal. But good to know. Now you don't have to worry about your fairies.
Yep. Love that. I love not having to worry about fairies. Taking photos of those things can be a total nightmare sometimes.
You definitely, especially trying to make sure you got which 5 you have and how to get them, or make sure you have them. Now you just, if you need them for your refills, and now Spike gets his Strong Kong.
And now with Tiny, you get this feather hint too. This is nice. What's in this last hint door that they got? I'm gonna ship foolish. Love that.
Oh yeah, good. That's helpful, especially with no diving yet.
Or very few instruments. That's just good info.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about anything. And with 10, they can very easily walk right into the lobby.
Bypass that 7. No guitar yet, so the back of Aztec will not be accessible yet. But maybe, at least for Kilvereis, unless that's guitar in that up there that he missed. So hopefully, I'm sure Spike will go back for it.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking key 4 is in the quicksand barrel, because we've got storage on the path to key 4, which I think is going to be guitar, and we've got tunnels on the path to key 4, and we've got a way the horde Strong Kong. It all lines up for it to be the quicksand barrel.
To be that donkey's quicksand barrel. Yes, that is a good option for this.
A surprise barrel throwing in the Oasis. Well,
that's good. Yeah. Now they're ready if they have to fight a boss.
Oh, and key 5.
There's a key right there.
What do you know? Love that.
5.
That's 10 more hits.
Okay, there you go. Huh. Well, Aztec has 2 keys, at least. Interesting. Well, they'll be able to get all their hints now, or a lot of the hints now. See, that's what he's gonna play to do. Try to get those hints.
Spike's got a really good play here. He ran to the arcade because like, oh wait, there's a tiny balloon right next to Funky. I should grab it really quick before I do this. It's a good banana mail coverage.
He grabbed his warps too. Those warps really help if you miss one. I couldn't see. Did that cave's lobby have anything? Ooh, 5-door. Feather. Ooh, feather to key 8. Okay. Interesting.
What is this potion in the arcade? Here we go. Guitar. Boom.
Oh, there we go. Yep. So that opens up Aztec, the back of Aztec. I bet that's where Spike's gonna go. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, Aztec llama. Aztec lanky llama. Yep, that's it. There's your O stand. Needs for that lanky llama temple barrel.
And they'll either need trombone, or they can skip that requirement if they find twirl. So one of those two will do it. Logically, they need trombone, but with twirl, you can pretty easily get to that barrel.
Yeah, you can.
Spike is being very thorough, cleared out factory very well, and he's rewarded with guitar for it. So.
Yep, that guitar is gonna be a big here. So I think. Ooh, castle rooms, Chunky's fight. That's interesting. Research R&D to aiding Chunky's fight. Okay. Donkey can find. Oh, we found that already. Thank you. We have Tiny already. But we should find the other Clunkins. Spike checking the banana fairy, of course.
Yep.
Donkey number game. Oh, no colored bananas in caves.
Love that. I hate caves medals.
Caves medals are rough.
Almost as much as I hate forest medals and castle medals.
Yeah, they're all difficult, aren't they? Except James.
They're all terrible.
Yeah.
So Spike is not interested in Aztec. Why is he coming back to Japes? What are we thinking?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, he's thinking, was there something in the tiny cave? No, he can't get that. Is he thinking
Yeah,
hive area?
Yeah, maybe. Was that hinted though?
No, I don't think so. He's missing coconut for this. He's missing coconut for this cage. Kilvereis is thinking hive area.
Well, with Mini, I mean, you can check it, so...
Oh, he's thinking Tiny's metal here. Okay.
Oh, maybe Tiny... Okay.
He has enough for it. Between Feather and Mini, that's definitely enough.
Yep. Yeah, he can get it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you've got the 2 Tiny checks here you can get.
Stump is dead.
Oh, he didn't peek the hunky barrel. I didn't see it anyway. He did it.
I don't know how we missed it. It's hard to miss. It's huge.
Yeah. You gotta look at it. I think you gotta look up though. I don't think you can see it. Just cruising by, especially with Tiny. The way the camera's, I have trouble seeing it. I need to like look, like peek the camera up to look. But it's just a banana, so. Okay.
I'm kind of surprised Spike didn't go into Aztec with this. I feel like he's got enough to know that he should just be diving Aztec now.
Yeah, especially with the guitar hinted.
That's certainly his next play because that's basically his only play at this point.
Yeah, you need your key 4 to do anything. And he doesn't know that key 5 is there yet because that's not been hinted yet, so. Gonna grab these bananas and get those, get that tiny metal. Get out of here.
The hive.
So technically they're not logic for this, right? Because they don't have stacks or oranges.
Yes, logic does expect you to have some way to kill the enemies in order to get through here, because otherwise you're navigating a maze of enemies that might just ruin your day.
Kill you.
There exist combinations of enemies that just prevent you from getting through, basically, no matter what. And they get rewarded! Whoa, what is this?
What is it? What is it?
This is huge if it's like Monkey Port. This is also really good if it's Twirl. Wow. Just a surprise Monkey Port. That's basically unhinged. What the heck?
Oh, wow. Monkey Port again in the hive.
Huh.
Interesting.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think that was hinted at all.
I don't think so.
I think I missed a hint in the caves lobby, but I don't think this was it. What the heck?
I don't think this was it either. didn't see anything for this.
I'm wondering why they came back here.
He doesn't need those coins.
Do they know something we don't? That's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I might have not seen that either, but maybe Mini. I mean, oh, the zinger.
Nothing on the metal either, so they basically came straight here. Feather to key 8 is now solved because you need Feather for that. You need Feather to get into the hive area to get to pick up your mini monkey, or pick up your monkey port.
Get that monkey port, yeah.
And all right. Kilvereis returns to factory. He's going to pick up his guitar, and he'll be like, "Oops, I can't believe I forgot that." And but meanwhile, Spike, we're getting our first look at.
Gonna check his. Yep.
Well, we're getting our second look at Aztec, but the first look at the back of Aztec.
Yes. And he wisely got that last hint too to find out that ship was foolish. So that now he's got all his hints here.
First things first, though, Kilvereis is taking a quick look at the car race, because R&D is hinted, and he has not pulled anything from. Or no, we've pulled Strong Kong out of R&D, but that's it.
Strong Kong only. But I'm wondering if he thinks he needs, if he's trying to find guitar, thinks he needs that for Aztec.
As we've learned from seeds between yesterday and the day before, it's got to be clearing out your hinted regions, folks. It could be something else. It doesn't have to be Strong Kong. They had Strong Kong for a long time in the seed yesterday, and it was just completely unrelated.
Right. But he knows he has that hint for key 4, so in Aztec, so he knows he's got to get to the. He saw there was nothing up front here, which is barrels. So he knows he's got to get there. So he's got to pull guitar. Especially with no diving, you can't even get into level 4. What does a llama have? Anything?
On the llama. Kilvereis recognizing. Oh my god, that's my guitar.
Did Spike check the shop for the key? For key 5?
Spike?
I don't think he did.
Spike? Is it key over there? Here, he's going now. He's going now.
Okay, I was gonna say I think he maybe just grabbed guitar first, but I was like, I don't think he went to the shop.
Sometimes the nature of this game is that they just put collectibles in front of you, and the allure
Yeah,
of the
you gotta grab
collectibles
everything.
is irresistible. You have to walk over and grab everything.
Yes. All right, Kilvereis got his guitar, so he is able to get now into the back of that stack. All right, Spike's got his key 5. And now he will head to the back. Yeah, they, oh, I guess they can. They can go in here with Feather. That's true, yeah. Maybe he's gonna probably fully clear this.
Well, what's there to clear? You don't have diving.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe he realized that. He was like, oh, wait, I have mini. Oh, never mind. I can't. Probably what he just said. Oh, I can do this. Oh, no, I can't. That's true. He's probably just gonna run around, just see what he's got.
Let's see what we got in Cranky here. This is not part of the Aztec Tunnels region, so this won't be key 4, but
No.
Nothing.
Well, the stops are always their own region anyway, so.
Right. And
Nope,
my theory of the
nothing.
quicksand cave barrel is still well alive, well and good. Let's see what.
Yes, it is. I think that's a very good choice for or logically where this is gonna be put.
Not the hunky barrel. Hunky barrel is actually a pretty good option too, but not there. In fact, I think
but with no leads of chunky, I don't know. That'd be tough, but no chunky leads right now.
Well, okay, they can get into the llama temple because they have feather, but if it's not in the quicksand cave barrel, that means they need something else. They either need chunky or they need coconut.
Yeah.
Because it's also possible it is on the stone bridge Kasplat, because that also requires strong Kong.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, it could be, but yeah, they don't have coconut yet, and I don't think we've seen anything where that is.
They sure would love to see coconut though. 2 potions in the shop, they could buy both. All right, what do we got?
Oh.
Aztec shops, funky.
Aztec shops, ooh, loaded. Maybe there's your coconut.
Speak of the devil, we are willing items into existence today. Yes, yes.
Just live patching it in.
We have the power. Charge is a little more interesting. Not sure what to do with that. Possibly ram some gongs. Possibly head to the lobby.
Check that. Now Spike's got his coconut. Yeah, let's see where they're gonna go with this. I still think well, you gotta check both of those. You gotta check I think both strong Kong checks here. They're both in the tunnels.
Yep. So my quicksand cave barrel is now a 50-50. Nothing too exciting on the free lanky front. Lanky may or may not be in that cage. There could be a Kong in there actually, but I put it at unlikely. Spike taking his newfound ability to ram his head into gongs to charge gongs. Let's see what we got up top. Did we see what the barrel was over the lava?
No, I don't think he peeked it. Or if it did, I didn't see it.
We know we need it, but I didn't quite see what it was.
I didn't either. I don't know if he looked.
It's not really important because we can't get it right now. You can't quite kick over there with Donkey. You need a little more horizontal distance, or you gotta do it the vanilla way with the trombone.
Right.
And,
or twirl if they can find it.
Yeah, twirl is the main horizontal distance getter that would work. But Kilvereis opened up the quicksand cave, so he is gonna go take a look at what we got over here.
Yep, and they might, if it's not there, then they can check that the Cusplat there on their way out.
Right. Ooh, interesting pull. We got Gorilla Grab on Tiny's metal.
Oh.
Spike's thoroughness is paying off in spades. He's got a fair few more moves for it. And it is a potion here. It is not the key.
Oh. Wow, okay.
And it's a gun-required game. Wow.
Oh, well, good thing they got coconut.
Yeah, they don't have Sniper to help them out here, and the logic requirements escape me at the moment. I don't think this one requires anything. It might require Sniper or homing, and we know homing's available.
Yeah, but they don't have any homing ammo.
Right. What do we got here? Ooh, diving! Oh, that's huge!
Oh.
That's big. Where do you take diving? Tiny Temple's a pretty good contender.
Yeah, wow.
You can take it to level 4, actually. Level 4 is pretty good, too. But it won't be... That won't be related to the key path. Entering level 4 with diving is necessary, but it's not used for key paths. Otherwise, anytime you get diving on the path, you could be like, oh, it could be the entirety of level 4, which isn't really fair.
Yeah, it's good that it assumes level entry.
It's gonna be a wee bit more cautious.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like, oh, it's in level 4 every time.
I've seen some paths in my time, that's for sure. All right, Kilvereis, barely clips onto the tower, so he's good. He gets this item up here. It's nothing, but he gets it.
Yeah, they can check. Oh no, they don't have sack, so they could check. But they can't check Speedrunning yet.
And he dips. He gets diving. He's like, all right, I need to know.
Oh.
What is my level 4?
He's going for it. Well, maybe those hints will help narrow it down.
Level 4 is Castle, which leaves the level 5 as Galleon. Here we go, hints. Shop's key 5, sure is. That's where the key was.
Yep, we know that.
No surprises there. The Hive. That was Monkey Port.
Yep, there you go. Well, you got their hint.
Yep, that'll.
You missed it. It'll send you right back.
Yeah, that'll send you right back there.
With 30 people in this race, I bet somebody didn't check that until they got this hint, so.
Ooh, big find there. Galleon shops for a Lanky K roll. That means they need key 4 before they can find Trombone. So whatever they need in the Llama Temple is logically locked behind level 5.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, buy Chunky and Castle. That's suddenly very tempting to get into Castle. I didn't see what the price was.
I did not either. I don't know if he looked.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so there's a 50-50 on this Battle Crown. Oh, no, this has to be in the Snide's Crown. So, with that info, Kilvereis is going to go pick up Lanky, like, immediately. Oh, he needs to know what Castle is. Ooh, Castle's 11. He can go in right now. This is huge.
Oh, he's got it now. Yeah.
This is going to be a very fast Vin Diesel. You go buy Chunky, and then with Chunky, you go pop open the crown in Snides, and you've got your full family.
Wow, yeah.
So Kilvereis playing very aggressively. It's starting to pay off. Double check my trackers. Check. Oops. All good.
Yeah, Spike checking that charge, because he does have that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, nothing, but worth checking. Definitely worth checking.
Ooh, a shared move in the shop. Is this the elusive slam?
Oh, could be.
Sniper. Interesting.
Oh, sniper maybe for that game.
Oh, that's a great point.
A game that they just did, right on this Aztec barrel. Oh, and there's the key.
Oh, it was in the tunnels.
It was in the tunnels. Yep.
So Kilvereis is gonna have to go back there at some point. Hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah.
He might take diving to anywhere to try and pull up key 4. Fortunately, it is not Galleon for level 4. If Galleon were level 4, that would just open up a whole can of worms. You would have, like,
Yeah, it would.
you would have so much of Galleon to clear with diving before to try and find key 4. So he kind of got bailed out by this level order a little bit. Ooh, a boss check from Spike. This is... I don't know how much I like this. I don't know. I feel like they have so much to do that, like... What are the odds that the boss actually has something? Ooh, there's a...
Yeah, well...
There's your obligatory random pearl you stumble into in Donkey Dungeon.
Oh, now you don't have to worry about buying it.
Perfect.
Or going back for that one in Japes.
Nothing on the chasm. What's this boss got? Nothing.
Yep, nothing. So... No, not... he checked it. He was there. He was right near it. Now let's see if Spike will go get his diving.
I'm kind of thinking we've got a fast seat on our hands, folks. I think things are shaping up pretty quickly so far. So zooming out a bit, what we need trombone, we need rocket barrel, we need trombone, we need punch, and gorilla gon. That's like 5 things.
And sax.
Sax, yeah, 5 things. So
For 20.
at a minimum, we need rocket barrel, trombone, sax, punch, gorilla gon, and a slam. Gorilla gon and slam have hint assistance. None of the rest do, so wow. This could be pretty quick. And they've got, well,
yeah.
We have seen most of our hints, for what it's worth. We have another lobby's worth of hints in Galleon to check, and I think I missed one in the Caves lobby, but that's fine. I'm sure Spike will read it at some point. Catch up.
Yeah, Spike hasn't been there yet.
Right, Spike's gonna walk out of here with 2 more keys than he came in with, which is crazy. He's now got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 lobbies worth of hints to read. He's got 20 hints to go pull up.
20 hints to go read.
So I don't believe I did not see the shop, but I don't think Castle Funky had anything. So you gotta climb the castle for Chunky.
Yep. Pull it out of Crankies.
Cave's tiny 5-door cabin. Wait, that needs oranges. Whoa.
Ooh,
oh no!
Okay.
The Kasplat of the island! It claims another victim. That is unfortunate.
Oh no!
I would count myself among victims. It is demonized. Many DK64 speedrunners for ages. It was a foolish hint I missed.
Yeah.
Lands. Alright, well.
It worms and you're off.
That guy's so mean. Like, trying to, like, fall on him is, like, just a dangerous enterprise. If he gets a shockwave off, you are 99% dead.
Yes.
I didn't quite catch that cave's number. I saw the last digit, but that's not helpful at all. I think it ended with a 3, but was it 33? Was it 43? Was it 53? 33. Wow, that's actually that's a pretty cheap level 7.
Yeah, well, 33. Wow, this has been very small number of GPs required here for these. With 1 for both 1 and 2, it's very low.
Right.
Yeah, having all your hints though, it's gonna be helpful.
Oh, yet not another rainbow coin, just to be absolutely certain that we were sold on money here. No problems. There is no Troffenskopf here. There is no boss in castle.
No,
Not even a concern.
okay.
Excellent.
That helps move it along faster, for sure.
Look at that. Chunky in the shop.
Hey, there's your Chunky. There he is.
Perfect. So now you can quit. You could cut out a castle instantly. You know castle rooms is needed, but what castle room can you do?
Oh boy, none of them.
Library, that's it, I think.
Oh yeah, library with Strong Kong, yeah.
And that's pretty good, but you already know you need Strong Kong for diving, so it's not particularly crazy. Whoa, tunnels, key 8. That'll point Spike back to tunnels, or point at diving. Okay, so that is the crown for Lanky.
Oh, snot, yep, specifically, yep, that Specifically Snizer in one. Okay.
17 for Galleon. Caverns are foolish. Mushroom exterior. Interesting. Aztec shops key 8. Ooh, that could be coconut or charge. Probably coconut, but I'll take it.
Yep. With two moves in there, you never know.
That is all our key hints. That is all our key hints. That is all our K-Rule hints. I think that's all our Way of the Horde hints, and we are short one foolish hint. I believe that is the last hint we needed. The Caves Rocket Barrel hint is the last one we do not know.
Yeah, they don't have Rocket Barrel to get that.
So of note, that means we have... Right now we only have 2 unresolved Way of the Horde hints. But we have a few more unresolved path hints, so... What do we got here? So, let's try and... Is Kilvereis acquires Vin Diesel %. He's done. He's got the family. 43 minutes in is very fast. You are very happy if you have your family this time.
Yes, anytime you're under an hour to get your family is very helpful.
And 40 minutes is pretty quick. So he is rocketing forward. And he's running back to Aztec. He's thinking, okay, maybe there's something else in the tunnels. Because he didn't find key 4. Oh, maybe he's not thinking tunnels. Oh, I think he's thinking diving. He's looking for key 4, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Yeah, and he's thinking that the strong call or the diving is putting him on the path and not necessarily the strong Kong.
He might be thinking diving, and then what else he got in storage? Guitar? Well, guitar got you... Oh, man. Guitar got you coconut in the shop, and that's what it's actually pointing at, but he might be thinking guitar is another thing pointing at him at the back of Aztec for diving instead. So he might be thinking it's solved in the wrong way. It is for...
Oh, no.
It is for guitar, but... It's not quite for the reason he thinks it is. Well, it kind of is for the reason he thinks it is, but... Okay, it's complicated. Spike going to get
When
his
you
family.
think it's complicated, it's definitely complicated. But yeah, he's gonna check this mini check here.
I like this check too.
With the diving.
You know what? I just realized. Okay, so main aisle to key 7. That's Mini Monkey. Lighthouse for key 7. Maybe we do need that pearl.
Oh, but could be.
Does Spike have a pearl yet? I'm not sure if he got one. I think where was the one that Kilvereis just like stumbled into? Donkey Dungeon. So
Yeah.
We'll see if Spike ends
So
up going
maybe
there.
Spike will see if Spike checks that.
We do know of a pearl in the aisle shop, so it's not like a disaster if they do need a pearl. Okay, so that's a we'll pencil that one in for key 7. That's a contender, but not a lock by any means. Because it could just as easily be. I don't even know. Oh gosh. I don't even know. Oh, this is a diving lock thing. Hang on, what do we got here? Rocket Barrel and Tiny Temple, that's huge.
Oh, Rocket Barrel. Oh, wow. Okay, we know we need that.
We need that for sure. That's big. But is that going to send Kilvereis on another wild goose chase for... Okay, there's his grab of that metal. Is that going to send Kilvereis on a wild goose chase for all Rocket Barrel checks now for key 4? It's not... Yeah, he's not going to be happy to see that, but...
He might have to go check the vulture or the splat on the top.
We are saxophone away from Beetle Race in logic. He might be afraid of the Beetle Race now.
Yeah.
That's our vulture got. Meanwhile, Spike is going to the one castle room. Oh no, he's checking the museum. He can't complete this because he doesn't have punch. But if you just stand on the pad, you can see what the reward is. I like this check a lot. This is a good tell me what I need to know.
Yes,
Okay.
tell me if I need to worry about coming back.
And he does not. So life is good. Ooh, but he doesn't go to the library, so skips on that. Oh, it's probably because he just wants his family so badly, which makes a lot of sense. He's scooping up Lanky here.
Getting family early as you can is always helpful.
A 24-second crown he leaves on. I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like at this point you gotta be thinking GBs, GBs, GBs. This seed feels fast. I can't. You kind of get what I'm saying? Intuitively, in my head, it feels fast, but I can't quite.
It does feel
nail it.
fast.
can't
I
quite
wonder
know.
I wonder if their go mode will be 60 GBs with only needing 33 to get into caves.
There's a lot of seed left, so you can't be. I can't be certain on this one. Sure enough, Kilvereis is checking Rocket Barrel stuff.
Yep.
He's got to go back to the.
Oh, no.
He's got to go back into the starting tunnel to pull up his key 4. But I mean, I don't think any of these are bad checks right now. I think it makes a lot of sense what he's doing. And none of these, and these aren't like fast. These aren't like slow checks either. Like checking the vulture is like kind of annoying, but if he tells you he has nothing, then like you're good to go.
Yeah, at least he tells you, so you don't have to do the full check if you don't need to.
I know he's coming back into the lava temple for. He can't do anything else, I don't think. Oh, he can do this. Oh, and this is diving, so he's like, oh yeah, let's go do diving, more diving stuff.
Yeah, this is chasing. He still thinks. I think he's thinking it's either diving or rocket barrel for his key 4 pass.
These are still all totally fine checks because diving is on the path to key 8, so anything you find with diving is fair game. But he found rocket barrel with diving, so I think that's solved. And with the rocket barrel, it now opens up the possibility of getting a trombone hint in Helm, possibly a saxophone hint in Helm, although that one would suck because that's the third room.
That's your third one.
And that would suck a lot. So we're looking
a lot
for...
of it.
Spike got his family and returned to castle. He's thinking like, oh wait, I actually can't do more in castle. Let's go check the library. Maybe the library, maybe the greenhouse, or the trash can. These are all good checks.
Yeah, he'll probably check them all. Alright, and now Kilvereis is checking the vulture.
Oh, but more importantly...
Oh, and there's twirl for your Aztec medal.
Yeah, twirling Aztec medal is huge because now you can, out of logic, go into the Llama Temple, twirl over to the barrel that's over the pool, and get whatever's there out of logic. That's actually really good for him to find.
Yeah, wow.
Was that metal rocket barrel locked? I think it's diving locked. Maybe peanut.
Yeah, with no peanuts. Yeah, I'll say with no peanuts either.
He's thinking.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out where he's going.
Oh, and he's going back to this. He's going back into the tunnels. This is huge.
Oh, hopefully he pulls his key.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's nothing else for him to do here. He doesn't have pineapple, so he can't do anything else.
Right.
This is his last accessible tunnels check. Ooh. Okay, this is actually genius tech. You play the instrument to kill like a splat as the door is opening, just because it's free. Free time save. Love that. It's key 4 for his troubles. 20 GBs. He's flying. He is flying so fast.
Yep. Oh, there he goes.
He wants his info. Leaving without going back to the Llama Temple though for that required item. I don't know about that, but you know it's not trombone. Like maybe that's like sax up there.
Could be.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I think he wants his hints.
He wants his hints, and he knows Galleon is 5, and Galleon has some good stuff. So he can go into the lighthouse area. He can go into the shops. Maybe get his trombone there. We're thinking trombone in Galleon shops because Galleon shops are on the path of the Lanky K rule, which points you to two things. It points you to barrels, and it points you to trombone. They already have barrels, so it's looking like trombone is our winner in the shops.
Yeah. Oh, and Spike checking the castle car race.
There's another castle rooms check. This is actually really smart. A potion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Has Spike found Gorilla Gone and maybe Punch? Castle rooms are on the path to Chunky K Rool.
Yeah, Chunky K Rool. Interesting to see
Spike not cutting the corner. Don't do what Spike just did. Always cut that corner away aggressively. Unbelievable. You should still win, as long as he doesn't like hit a box or something. But I'm disgusted. I'm disappointed. You can do better.
He got it. Ooh.
Ever professional. What is this potion? We must know. Ooh, punch.
Fun. Yeah. Well,
Need that?
that's a good one.
That's a great one. That's actually probably the best case scenario.
Because you could go back and get your Gone hint.
Yeah, you can get your Gone hint, but you also have Mushroom Exterior on the path to Chunky K Rule. That could just be Gorilla Gone there, and you're just done. It could also be your first slam, which is a little awkward, but... Potion in Cranky Galleon? What do we got here? Is this Trombone? It is indeed Trombone.
Oh.
Perfect. So Kilvereis can take that back to the Llama Temple to go pick up whatever's there. And then suddenly, we're a slam away from go mode. We are. This is a fast seed. So hold on to your butts, folks. They got to get to 60 as quickly as they can think of. I think at this point you have to be hard prioritizing golden bananas. Get as many as you can as quickly as you can. So density is key. So something like the treasure room is looking really appealing, just for raw density. Checking every shop you can get your hands on is appealing. There's no level that's particularly expensive. A level 33 caves is really cheap.
Really? Yeah. And with all those rainbow coins, they can just buy every banana they find.
Oh yeah. So there's one snag. There's one snag, and that is the tiny 5-door cabin is Way of the Horde, and that still needs oranges. So I'm thinking something they have hinted will be oranges, and then they'll have to take it to caves. So maybe you make your caves trip last. And then whatever's in caves is probably... Wait. Buffering? That can't be saxophone. So that has to be Gorilla Gun there?
Maybe.
That room is saxophone locked, so what could that possibly be? That could be Gorilla Gun? Maybe that's key 7?
Oh, yeah. Could be, yeah.
We're getting our first lighthouse looks, too. And we have a lighthouse on the path to key 7, so... Oh, here we go. Mini Monkey, Mermaid. Kilvereis is going to leverage his Pearl here. This is pretty good for him. If it's here, I don't think Spike has a Pearl.
I don't think Spike does either.
But he does have Trombone now, so he's off to the races. Hopefully he remembers where one is. Well, let's see what this is. Let's see what the mermaid's got. After an hour of dialogue.
No, she's so long.
Look, we removed a lot of cutscenes, but we couldn't quite get rid of this one. It's key 7!
Oh, it's key 7! Wow!
Wow, our penciled in. Writing that in pen now. Let's go.
Wow. You have all your keys less than an hour.
Yeah. You have all your keys, all your Kongs. You can almost get into level... You can almost get into level 7 already? Oh my god, he is flying. This is a blazing fast seed.
This is blazing fast.
Oh, we've been due. We were due for one after the last two. Oh my god. I don't know what I would have done if I had another 3-hour marathon.
That was that. Yeah, that would have been a long one. I mean, it's not over till it's over. They don't know yet. They haven't fully gotten everything. I'm sure the hints are gonna help, but
they should be able to solve it. I don't think there's enough stuff that's missing. At least if I were in their shoes, I would be confident that I don't think there's enough things that are missing for me to not finish the seed very quickly. I would just trust my hints and just go as fast as I can and not worry about any annoying checks. I probably wouldn't do Seal Race here if I had Blast, just because it's slow. That kind of thing, right? Instead of worrying about being thorough and clearing, it's just go fast. If it's not hinted, it's just junk. In my mind.
Yep, and just get those bananas, blueprints, whatever you can to do this.
The only exception is Slam. We don't know where a Slam is.
Oh, that's true.
And it's possible that a Slam is unhinted because it's just going to be one. They're both accessible, somewhat random, and there's just no way to know. However, again, they have help in the form of the hint on Chunky K Rule. When they get there, they will know what levels the slams are in, so they will have assistance there.
That will help. So let's see if Spike. I don't think he has a pearl, but let's see.
Ooh, peanuts on the other guy in shop, which is lovely.
Ooh.
Spike remembers exactly where a pearl is. He's running straight to it.
He's going right straight there. He saw Boss Key and running to get that pearl.
Perfect.
Yeah, wow, it's only 25 bananas.
Yeah, you say only 25, but they're about to just rocket to the moon. He's got 8 blueprints. He's got 8 blueprints marked, and there's nothing else he needs, right? Well, he still has to. Kilvereis still has to figure out the castle room's hint. That's his big. That's going to be a big big tripping point right now. It's when is he going to go to the castle car race? Spike, on the other hand, basically has everything he needs. He's chilling. He can go back to Aztec and pick up whatever that way of the horde is. He can. That could be oranges. That could be oranges. That could be sacks. That could be gorilla gun.
Yeah, well, he's gonna grab. He's gonna grab everything. Clear out the blueprints. Clear out the bananas.
Yep, Spike's going to Aztec for his way of the horde. Love that.
Yep.
He has.
And he's got.
He has 6 blueprints marked, so he's looking at 30 GBs right now, while Kilvereis is sitting at 35. But Spike has the advantage of punch, so.
Yes.
But Kilvereis has the advantage of twirl, and you may need twirl in Helm. You never know. There could be the one twirl minigame that ruins your day. That one is horrible if you don't have twirl. It's so hard. I would go so far as to say it might be impossible if you don't have twirl.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's actually impossible with
It's
our...
ridiculous on low lag platforms. I don't know if it's possible. And Kilvereis decides, I want the treasure room density before leaving Galleon. Love this play.
That's a great play. And hopefully he will get a lot of bananas. Or blueprints. Even blueprints. I mean, you gotta dump them all anyway. Alright, Spike is gonna check this. Oh, you get a pearl.
Well. Alright, resident monkey scientist Seagull tells us it's possible to tag-induced lag frames. Alright, so that's impossible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very roundabout way of saying impossible. Because that's the kind of thing you have to practice to know what to do, and I don't think anyone practices that.
That just, yeah. Just go find Twirl.
That's a crazy one. Yeah, go find Twirl, which hopefully is hinted. Or, if it's not hinted, maybe you just don't need it. Maybe we're just good to go. Maybe it's fine.
Yeah.
All good. It is oranges in the Llama Temple, so that solves the problems.
Now they are able to get that room in Cave's, Tiny's cabin there. Well, once they get stacks.
Right. Kilvereis running back to castle. He wants to resolve his castle room hit as quickly as possible. He also has rocket barrel now, so he's like, okay, I can do ballroom. I can do ballroom. I can do car race. I can check the museum. I can do the library. He can do almost everything. He can't do Lanky Tower or peek it. So his worst case scenario is Lanky Tower, but he will be happy to know it is not the case.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Spike not having Rocket Barrel may hurt him a little bit here, too.
Oh. Yeah, that's the big difference between the two, actually.
Yeah.
Spike appears to be playing the wrong instrument pad, trying to get the lava to cool down. It is not that one. Fortunately, there's nothing there. Yeah, Spike unable to tell left from right. Yeah, that was kind of mean.
Hopefully he will realize that. Because
It's a wash anyway. He doesn't really need it. I think
Yeah.
he's trying to piece together his diving for P8. And diving, as we know, leads to Rocket Barrel and Tiny Temple, but he doesn't know that yet. So he might think, like, oh, I gotta go clean out, like, Galleon, maybe, to go find something for P8. Like, maybe he's thinking, like, Sax is blocked by diving. I see Coconut so we have in Aztec shops, which is Coconut or Charge. Did either of those give us anything for Key 8?
I mean, so far all the Earth checks have just been nothing.
Oh, no, you know what? It could be Coconut for the minigame that got them diving. Because it was the Helm sniping one.
Yes, so they needed Coconut and Sniper for that.
So that Coconut hint is actually resolved once you find whatever's diving lock. So they might be out of luck on saxophone hits, actually.
No.
That is not ideal, especially because saxophone is the third room. Uh-oh.
They do not want to go and get that hint.
No, they don't. Oh, Kilvereis also did not cut the corner. He's going to lose. I beg you. Cut that corner every time, please. Oh my, he's got to have a crazy corner here. Just cut the corner. I beg you. Oh, he boxed him out. He's huge. He's a gamer. What a beautiful play.
Oh, he got it. He pulled it off.
Another great point from Seagull, it could just be diving required because of a diving thing in a diving minigame in Helm, so they might just be writing it off as like, oh, it's not diving.
Could be.
I think that's that's really risky to make that call. I don't know.
Yeah, what's the chance of that, of the diving game? Is that also you're close to 2%?
Actually substantially higher because it's anyone's minigame. It could be in anyone's room in anyone's minigame, so it's substantially higher than that.
True.
Ooh, Boulder Tech to get the roof dirt. He knows this can't be Rocket Barrel because logically this needs Rocket Barrel, but it could be Zax.
Could be.
Ooh, now this is interesting.
Yeah,
oh, I actually really like this. Kilvereis is coming back to R&D because he's looking for something else in R&D that will lead to Chunky K. Rool. I think it might actually be Strong Kong because that got him diving. And then diving would get you... maybe diving locks Gorilla Gon somehow?
Maybe. I mean, it got us Rocket Barrel, but yeah, I don't... Could be something else, too.
It's getting tricky, but it could also just be something else in R&D, so he's clearing his hinted regions. Meanwhile, Spike has given us our first look at Forest, which I like because Mushroom Exterior has something for Chunky K. Rool, so he's probably headed straight to the Mushroom first, if I were to guess. It's possible he plays a little more thorough because he's missing a few more things. Yeah, he might be going to the mills first. He might be checking Chunky Minecart, stuff like that.
Yeah, Chunky Minecart's a good play because then you get quickly to the mills and you get to see what's on there.
That is indeed my favorite method of transportation to the mills via minecart.
So let's see if anything's on this.
Nope. Kaiju? Nope.
Nope, nothing on the minecart, and junk on the Kaiju.
Womp womp. Okay, this is actually really tricky. I think most of our hints are solved, actually. I think the last big question mark is what is in Tiny's 5-door cabin, but I think that is going to be... that must be Gorilla Gun, right?
It's for Chunky's, yeah. Or Slam.
Could be a
Slam. I don't know if they would have hinted, but...
Nah, it could be a Slam. That'd be a pretty big surprise. But then the question becomes, where's Saxophone? Is Saxophone unhinted? Oh
no. Yeah, then you gotta make the call of,
hang on.
He doesn't have Blue Slam.
If Tiny's 5-door cabin has Gorilla Gon, that would mean the Mushroom Exterior hint could be pointing at Saxophone. So there's hope yet.
Oh,
the best case scenario is that Mushroom Exterior has Saxophone, because then they take Saxophone, to caves, get Gorilla Gon, and then we're in no mode. We're chilling.
Yes.
The Rocket Barrel that Spike is missing that could be his Achilles heel. He's kind of in danger without it. But there's a long way to go still. There's still plenty of time to go get your 60 GBs before you really have to start worrying about, oh my god, where's my last thing that I don't have?
Yes.
And Tiny Temple's, like, pretty solid density, so, like, I don't think that's, like, an unlikely play for him to come back to at some point. How would that solve R&D to Chunky phase? So R&D to Chunky has Strong Kong, which gets you diving, which might get you oranges somehow? How would it get you oranges? Oranges needed trombone and O-stand. Trombone's in a shop, no. O-stand's in a shop, no. It actually doesn't solve your R&D hint. Huh. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. We could have more hints.
Did he
More
do piano?
check.
I don't think he did piano
I
in
don't
R&D.
think he did either.
Maybe it's that.
I think we skipped that.
Dive to get the castle for Kilvereis. So it's not dive to enter a level. It can't be that purely to enter the level. Otherwise, your diving would effectively be on the path to everything in castle, which is kind of miserable. That's not really intuitive and is kind of just a wreck to deal with. So that is not the case.
Kilvereis has twirl, so he's able to get roof dirt with the twirl method instead of having the boulder. So, you know, it's just a banana. Still getting those banana counts up.
Did he dump some blueprints? Hey, he has fewer blueprints marked now. He has 5 marked. Might have missed a blueprint dump. Little baby dump.
Maybe just enough to get into caves.
Well, rest assured, deciphering these hints is hard business. It is very, very easy to sit in my comfy office chair and stare at a spreadsheet in an attempt to solve the hints, come up with theories when I'm not playing. When I am playing, oh, it's very hard. It is so hard.
It is much harder when you're trying to play, figure out what's going on. Don't have time to sit and think and theorize as much because you gotta play and you gotta keep moving.
You just gotta marinate your thoughts. I don't think Spike went shipyard side in Galleon because he doesn't have peanuts. That's weird. I mean, you may not need them. Maybe. Maybe?
I don't know, yeah.
Oh yes, there are indeed hint systems in development that do not require a PhD to untangle.
Yes, so I've been playing the multipath hints myself, and I've really been enjoying those. I have not, so far, had on my 3rd seed, I didn't finish, but I was playing some this morning, and I was playing my multipath seed, and I have not hit a casino one time in a multipath seed.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Now I have one, but...
Wow, you're very brave to tempt fate like that.
It's okay, my seed times are very long, so I am stuck for other reasons, but never for a casino. But yeah, if you haven't tried those out, they're on the dev site, but they're very helpful. So if someone is new to the game and doesn't want to jump into Season 2, those, it's very Season 2-ish, they're just helpful with the different hints. Oh! Spring!
Spring on the mushroom exterior?
On the exterior. Wow, okay.
Huh? What are you doing here? Maybe that's bait? Oh gosh.
Well, let's see if we get anything else.
Alright, that is possibly the last thing I expected here.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a surprise. Oh wow, Kilvereis with a huge throw. Chunky just flexing on us by throwing a boulder 3 miles.
He definitely threw that with relative ease.
What a beast.
And got a crown for it.
And Kilvereis has decided, I need to know what's in forest. I need to know what is in the mushroom. What is in the mushroom surroundings. If it's rocket barrel locked, Spike's out of luck. But Kilvereis is not, so... Kilvereis has one more check that he has access to. He's running straight to the mushroom. I like this.
Yeah, right for the mushroom.
Not that checking the mills, not that checking like the minecart is bad, but the mills are actually foolish. So like you don't need to like do a huge investigation in the mills.
Probably was just doing it for the bananas, since they gotta grab those bananas, and the mills ones are pretty fast.
The seed is reeking of very fast, so you gotta be mindful of that and just go efficiency over necessarily, you know, hyper optimized chase down your way the boards. That is Kilvereis' last Diddy move. You know where all the Diddy moves are. Woohoo! Take the rocket barrel to the top.
Yep, that's a much faster way to climb here.
But it ain't there. It ain't there.
Oh.
Where is it?
Oh.
Okay, it's a fast way to climb, but as long as you hit the warp before you go up. Hitting the warp helps you a lot.
Yes, it does.
Actually, he's looking for Kasplat instead. He's hunting this guy.
Yeah, there could be something on the other Kasplat too. It's also exterior.
Oh, it's just Gorilla here. Okay.
Oh.
Well.
He's spring bait?
Spring is bait. Because that just solves your chunky kid roll hint right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Perfect. However, we got a problem. Where is Saxophone?
I know, because you need Sax to get into the tiny room, so it's not in there.
There are two questions. We do not know where Saxophone is, and then once you have Saxophone, what is in the 5-door cabin? Because I don't think you need anything else. So
it's gotta be Slam, right?
Oh, is that your Slam? Oh my. Oh my. How did the R&D hint lead here? Strong Kong leading to diving, which got you...
Rock barrel.
That got you rocket barrel, but that's not what you need. It has to be something that locked Chunky Punch or Gorilla Gone. Or maybe it leads maybe it locks your Slam. Maybe all worlds of slams are locked by Strong Kong. So that kind of elevates Strong Kong checks in my mind, as well as diving checks for a Slam.
Is this pineapple on Doga?
Oh, was it a yellow vial? Or is it green?
I thought it was green. It's hard, so it's still dark and it's hard to tell. It was either yellow or green.
Oh my goodness, I completely missed that.
Green. It looked green.
Kilvereis is in the caves. Kilvereis wants to know what is in... Actually, the only thing that's hinted here is tiny 5-door cabin, and he can't do it.
He can't do it.
He can't do it.
He can't. Maybe he's like, I got oranges, I'm going. But he might have forgotten it's Sax locked. Well, we'll see where he plays. Survey
says green vial on Dogadon 2. All right, let's see what we get. This is pineapple. Pineapple's just nice to have, I guess, at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know if you need it.
I
Actually, I think it's really unlikely that you need it. It's the best thing you could find here, but
yeah. His Spike doesn't have Gone, so he could be thinking it. Well, he knows the hint though, but
he's in forest. He's like inches away from Gorilla Gone. Like he's going to get it within a few minutes, but he just doesn't have it right now. Going to caves just for like GBs and shops is also not a terrible idea. Ooh, potion in the shop. Hello.
Oh, what's this?
Marking up Kilvereis' tracker, he has 45 GB's track right now, so he is 3/4 of the way to Helm. And you can get your saxophone hint in Helm, but that kind of sucks. That's the 3rd room of Helm, and you've got to, like, just take... Oh! Oh! It's just in the shop! Hello! Wow! You have to go to caves to just get the sax natty, and then you can take it to the cabins immediately. Oh my goodness, is Kilvereis just in go mode? Like...
Well, he is!
Does Path to Chunky Phase include Slam? It does indeed. It just so happens that if, you know, neither Slam locks the other, then neither will be on the path because you could get either of them. Wow. So if there's a Slam in the tiny cabin, what does that solve your oranges problem? Does that solve the R&D?
Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta go deep in the tank on this one. I gotta think about this, because what do you need for that? You need saxophone, which is in a shop, so no. You need oranges, which is on the Llama Temple. The Llama Temple barrel. Which needs O stand, which is in a shop, trombone, which is in a shop. It needs a way in, but you have feather. It needs guitar, which is in storage, which needs mini, which you started with.
Yeah.
No, mini was in main aisle for free. I am struggling to see how R&D leads you to Chunky K. Rool. I'm really struggling here. Huh. I mean, maybe,
Yeah,
but we're also still only working on the assumption that slam is in Tiny Fiber Cabin. It might not be that. It could be like grape for a Helm barrel in there, and the slam is still MIA. That's diving locked. Oh my god, this is a mess. In all worlds, though, Kilvereis at least is moving at maximum velocity towards Helm. You drop everything else and you run straight to Helm. You can beat Helm, so you are getting there as fast as you can. You worry about your slam later. If slam turns up, great. If it doesn't, we'll take the hint. Just go.
Yeah, we'll take the hint and we will go. We'll find it then.
I think he would be remiss to not at least check Tiny's cabin because it's way the horde. But I don't think it's going to be a slam. I think it's just going to be like grape or something. For like a Helm minigame that requires a gun. Ooh, a share to move it. Force Funky. Uh-oh. Does Force Funky have the slam? This is huge if it does. Oh, no. That would be huge for Spike because this is Pineapple Lock. Which would require a boss kill. If that were a slam, that could have put Spike back in the game, but right now I think Kilvereis is pretty firmly in the lead. Yeah, Seagull, because of that, I think...
Ran to it.
Yeah, because nothing from R&D has pointed us to a slam, or any other chunky move. I think it's gotta be... I don't think this can be a slam. I could be wrong, but that's my... This is what my read on the situation is. Something funny has happened. Oh, well. Kilvereis is practicing his orange throwing. He's improving.
Bean was just a banana. So bean levers, sorry. Another bean, non-bean needed qual seed.
We're halfway through the quals. We haven't gotten a bean required seed, but we've gotten 2 rabbit races. This is unbelievable.
And now another mermaid.
Yep, look at that, great. Alright. The slam is still MIA.
Oh, okay, grape.
I think that's just for a Helm game. I wouldn't worry about that too much. I wouldn't be thinking, oh, I need to go check everything great for a slam. I think I would still just be charging Helm as fast as I can. I don't think this changes anything.
Okay. Be interesting if they kick it and try to do rabbit race again.
He was mashing too fast and said no. Kilvereis with a shop accident. You hate to see it. It happens to me all the time.
He didn't get it. Oh no.
Right, your first slam could be an R&D still. Like, there could just be a slam there. It could be on the trombone. It could be on the piano that Kilvereis left behind a couple times. It could be on Diddy R&D, which I don't think anyone has looked at. Spike choosing to go to Castle is a little unfortunate. What he's looking for is not here. Spike needs to go back to Aztec to go pull Rocket Barrel out of Tiny Temple, or he needs to go to Caves to just go get Saxophone. And Saxophone and, I guess, Grape Shooter. Wait, was there something on the, Where was Rocket Barrel in Tiny Temple? That was just in the Tiny Cage, right?
Yeah, because you had to dive to it.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't Grape Lock is what I was thinking.
No, there was not grape lock. No.
That would have been quite the wrinkle.
Oh jeez. It can't. Oh, well, I guess it could. Yeah.
It could be, yeah. It could have been grape locked, and that would have explained the grape away the horde, but I think it's just grape away the horde for like a Helm minigame, is my guess. Probably like a Helm shooting one. It's not going to be for a Busy Barrel Barrage because, fun fact, you cannot get Lanky in those minigames. No Lanky Barrel will be a Busy Barrel Barrage because of how long the grape shooter is. It can actually cause problems with your ability to just complete the game in general. So, there is some leniency given to you on that front. 46.
That's good.
He's got 8. He's got 8 blueprints marked, and is at 46. So that means he's at 54. He's about to get 55 here. Kilvereis is flying. He's in cruise control. He's just got to go to as many fast GBs as you can, and this is actually really hard. Like, you're at the end of the seed. Where do I go for GBs? Where do I go for GBs? Where do I go for GBs? Japes pops into his mind. Let's go, Japes.
Yeah, Japes is good play because lots of stuff is open. You can grab everything.
A lot of low requirement things, not a lot of mini games. He's double checking that for a GB, like because that's the donkey floor cage is one you can pair up quickly. Underground is a great call. Love this.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, my heart stopped. I thought that might have been a slam. That's the single best thing he can find.
No, Spike checked that already.
Oh, well, poop.
Spike was there, so he did get his third melon too. Spike with the pearl.
Yep. That would have been nice to have, but there's just no way to know where pearls are. And you already had one in your pocket, so life is good. Yeah, Spike did come down here, didn't he?
Spike did come down. Yeah, Spike came to the underground already. Of Japes underground.
48. The race to 60 is on.
Yeah, because Spike still needs to go back to the mermaid and get his key. He has not gotten key 7 yet.
He has it. He hasn't marked, at least. Or, yeah, he hasn't marked it. That's on me. Whoops. Okay. I'm pretty sure he has it.
Doesn't even have it yet.
He's got it marked, so either he knows, or either he has it, or he is very confident he has it, which makes sense. He knows where it is. He knows where it is. He can get it wherever he wants. Pretty sure he has it in his possession. 50 for Kilvereis. 2 more to go, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
And he can dump all his blueprints right now at night if he wants. Right up top. Yeah, buy the Lanky blueprint. That's another one. Perfect. Love this. And then go to the top of Creme Isle and hope that you can find one up top. There's a couple checks on the way to Helm, and sometimes you just put your faith in the game that you will encounter a GB on your way into Helm.
Yeah, between the sax pad, the splat there, that barrel, if it's anything.
The lobby can give you some help. The sax pad's the good one. You really hope it's that. That's the fast one.
Yeah, I don't think Spike went back for that key.
I will unmark it until proven otherwise. Guilty until proven innocent.
No, this is a good spot here. 2 bananas and a blueprint for Spike, because he's also racing to get his 60.
Yeah, but he's got 2 level dives to make. Kilvereis has none. He's good to go. He's going to Helm.
Going to Helm.
Oh, he's at 60. Maybe he miscounted, maybe I miscounted. I'm gonna blame him because I've done no wrong, no doubt.
Right?
I am infallible. As we all know, thank you very much.
We all know that, yes.
Yeah, yes.
You can do no wrong.
Thank you. Into Helm. He's got everything he needs to beat it. I want to see what's in Lanky's room. I want to know what grapes. I want to know if grape's required or why grape is required.
Yeah.
Are there worlds where it's like grape plus diving for something? We've seen the Aztec vulture in Tiny Temple. That's nothing. The Lanky 5-door ship is foolish. The Lanky 2-door ship doesn't require grape. Spike going to Galleon, not where he needs to be. Or maybe he's going to get his key now. This is just like, oh, I should just grab it. Because
I should get my key.
it's something to do because I have to do this at some point. Doesn't have a, well, you don't even have a slam to check the two-door ship. Maybe he's thinking treasure chest? I like that too.
Yeah.
But his big prize at any point, at any given point, the big prize is a slam because we do not know where any are. We need one. Help is on the way in the form of a hint from Chunky K. Rool, but let's see.
Yeah, and we don't know the order yet, right? Which phase Chunky's in. Not that it matters because it saves your phases.
Right, the randomizer will save your K. Rool progress mercifully. It is so rough when it doesn't do that.
It is. Because remember, as a kid, you finally get to the Chunky phase and you die. And you have to start all over again.
Alright, Seagull coming up with new and creative ways to torture runners has devised there's a world where there's like a slam on Owl Race with a Splish Splash minigame.
Welcome to
That would satisfy everything, but like, and then the other slam is also slam locked or something crazy. Oh. I think that one's a little too far-fetched. I think the hints would have caught that. Or caught some part of that path.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If you don't need the red slam for anything. If you only need one for, well, but if it was one slam lock, you should have the hint, right?
Exactly. If one slam locks the other, the first slam will be hintable and is way of the horde. So, but if neither slam locks the other, neither slam is hintable. So I think that's the world we live in right now.
Most likely.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of, I guess the K. Rool hint is what we got. It's good enough. Maybe the first slam is just like straight line. Shoot, I don't know. I do not know how Strong Kong leads to Chunky K. Rool. I have no idea. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe there's one in the library that nobody's checked.
Oh, nobody did. That's right. Nobody checked the library.
Or like Thornvine Barn or something. Thornvine Barn could have it. It could be like Donkey, maybe Donkey Igloo, but that still needs bongos.
But Thornvine Barn is slam locked.
Wait, this is Lanky's room, isn't it? Is he in Lanky's room right now? This could be your grape requirement.
Oh, yep. It was a shooting game.
Yep. There we go. So that solves that, and having that mystery solved is helpful in the context of a slam hunt, so that's good to know. Yep, this is Lanky's room. Alright, that's for sure.
Yep. There's your grape.
Grape required, and that's why.
That's why it was hinted.
So we called this a fast seed, but we have not broken the record for fastest season 2 seed ever. So.
Nope. Nope. We passed. Yeah, we passed the time already.
That's how fast. That's how fast that seed was.
That was a crazy one. Yeah.
But 130 coming out of Helm. He's got one room to go, but like if you're in the 130s and you're coming out of Helm, you are. Wow, you're quick. This is really fast.
That's really good.
You got to be feeling real good about this time. His rocket barrel pull is huge.
And that, hopefully the hint for slam won't lead you on too much of a chase, and you'll be able to pull it quickly and go.
Yeah.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Spike discovering his peanuts. I don't think peanuts leads to anything. I don't think we have any need for peanuts this season.
Nope. No, yeah, no need for peanuts.
Possible Spike is still trying to follow diving. Galleon makes a lot of sense in that context. If he's like, I have diving unresolved. What does diving get me for key 8?
Right.
And the entirety of Galleon is a great check for that, but Yeah, it's just not here. It's probably the best thing you can check, actually.
The most density there, right? That's what he's going for.
Freeze tiny? Well, the cage is open. If there's no Kong in there, the cage is open, and the logic knows that, so it's just a free item. So. Oh, I see what you mean, because it does matter which Kong it is for the sake of, like, opening the temple. That's actually a good point. Ooh. Actually, no, because with free trade agreement on, it also knows that, so if any Kong can get in there, it's a free item, so yeah, it's good. Price is inverted. What's our third K rule in? Actually, or what's our third K rule? We have Chunky, Lanky, and we do not know the third. We can do any of them, but we just don't know. I'm kind of curious. And the order kind of matters in the context of where's Chunky. If Chunky's late, then we're gonna have some surprise finishes as people randomly find Slam. Chunky's first! Alright.
Oh.
Chunky, Donkey, Lanky. Boom, key 8. Fly, fly, fly.
Go, go,
Where is the Slam? Tell us, Mr. MC, whose name I have been told 3 times and forgotten 3 times.
Micro Buffer!
Micro Buffer? Caves or Helm? Oh my god, there's a Slam in Helm! Turn around! Oh, you should have checked the other rooms, my guy. Oh, oh no. Wow, if somebody checks the Helm rooms for a Slam, that's actually crazy. What if it's Bongo's locked? Oh no.
Oh no! What if it's Bongos?
There's a one
then you run for the other one.
There's a 1 in 3 here. It could be on the Crown, which they can do. It could be in Chunky's room, which they can do. But it could be in Donkey's room, which they can't do. They'd have to get the Bongos hint. Oh my. But this is actually... Helm is like a great spot for a Slam because it's so few things. And the hint for Bongos is probably like way easier to get. Alright, it's not the Bongos room, so crisis averted. We got a Slam. He's gonna be done very quickly.
Yep.
A Monty Hall problem. It's the battle crowd. Oh my god.
Oh no.
And where's the other one? Caves? Oh my god, nobody's finding the Caves one. Absolutely
No.
nobody's gonna find that Caves one.
No one's fine the Caves one.
Okay, so if this is Rocket Barrel locked, if the Caves one is Rocket Barrel locked, then that resolves the diving problem. That resolves the R&D problem. Because Rocket Barrel is diving locked, and diving is Strong Kong locked, and Strong Kong at R&D. Maybe it's Donkey Igloo. If it's Donkey Igloo, then Strong Kong is the least common denominator, and Strong Kong would be on the path to Chunky K rule. But nothing else. That's horrifying. Man,
Wow.
These paths are wild.
But yeah, this is your diving Rocket Barrel path.
So it could be Strong Kong. It could be Strong Kong in Caves. But you still need Bongos for that, so you still go to Helm for the Bongos hint anyway. Or it's just Rocket Barrel locked in Caves. So it could be Upper Cabin, it could be the Vial and the Waterfall, but I think he saw that one. Surely he saw that when he ran by. It could be Diddy's Metal, maybe? I think that world exists, I'm not sure. Wow, that's crazy. And who knows? What else did Rocket Barrel lock anything? I don't know. Oh, maybe Rocket Barrel locked Twirl, maybe?
Oh, it might be.
Because Twirl is the Diddy Metal in Aztec. Oh gosh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Right, with no peanuts in Aztec, you might need Rocket Barrel to get that last bananas.
Maybe. Well, no, but peanuts are accessible, so I don't think the path would. I don't think the path would send it that way. I think most likely your other Slam is Upper Cabin, Diddy Upper Cabin, or Donkey Igloo. I think it's one of those 2 locations, is my guess.
Yeah.
Or...
We might not find out.
We're not gonna find out, there's no way. That's my best guess, but Or Diddy Igloo. Or, no, not Diddy Igloo. That doesn't make sense. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, we got punched! Oh, no! We're seeing double.
Oh, no!
Oh no. That's a brutal one. You hate to see it.
Oh no, oh no. Okay.
And we have...
We are getting
to
rated.
the show. Connor, our first place finisher in this seed, has rated us. Hello, Mr. Connor. How is your seed? He finishes with a time of 1:32.52. Nobody else has finished. Second place is still up for grabs, and Kilvereis is in Helm, or is in K-Rool. He's going fast. Congratulations to Connor on first place. Another outstanding showing in a very fast seed. A 1:30 is very quick. That was very well done. 1:32. And Kilvereis is in the 130x range, I think, with Donkey and the lanky phases to go. He could very easily top this one off.
He could. Yep. But great job, Connor.
Spike,
Fast as always.
Spike is back in Aztec. He may pull his rocket barrel at last.
I hope he does.
I hope he goes to caves too. He's just putting off caves because it's like, oh, you want to find sacks first, but it's in caves, so like. And even still, you don't really need what's in the cabin, do you?
But they don't know that. It could be slam, right?
One heck of a slam.
Doesn't know.
So Connor, I'm guessing you got the slam in Helm. If I were to hazard a guess, do you have any idea where the other slam is?
Yeah, I believe Connor had to get the hint.
I would be surprised if anyone doesn't get the slam in Helm.
So who's gonna go check the Helm arena?
I don't know. All right,
Just randomly without the hint.
Spike is in the vicinity of his rocket barrel. He will be a happy camper to see that. Yeah, I don't think... So our best theory on the second slam is it's somewhere in caves, and it has to... The R&D Chunky K-Rool hint has to lead to that slam somehow. So we're thinking that it's Strong Kong, so either Donkey Igloo, or it's diving, which led to Rocket Barrel, so Diddy Upper Cabin. It's one of those two is our best theory. And of course, you need bongos for the Igloo anyway, so you're going to Helm for the bongos hint regardless. If you think it's that. Or you just pray it's Upper Cabin. That's the guess. That Chunky R&D hint is nasty. Because it has to be for the slam. Nothing else makes sense. And it does make sense for the Helm slam because Rocket Barrel is diving locked, which is Strong Kong locked. So it does make sense in the context of the one slam we know, but not in the other. If it makes sense in the context of the other slam, then the hint is essentially solved.
Maybe it's Diddy's metal and it's Rocket Barrel, but you had peanuts, so...
Yeah, I don't think it can be Diddy's barrel. Kilvereis with a little oopsie on there. You know what? I think he's one chunky backflip away, or I think he's one chunky punch away from getting a 130x time.
Oh no, yeah.
But here he comes. That's a slip. Boom! He takes second place. 140.12. That is incredible time. Just as Spike finds his rocket barrel, he might be like, okay, it's time to go to caves. Let's go. GG to Kilvereis! That's a huge time. Takes second place in a huge race. There are 30 entrants. 30 entrances
30
and he takes
people.
Second place. Huge.
Second place, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, 8 minutes behind Connor. That's great.
I've invited him in for an interview if he would like to join. We'll see in a second. Meanwhile, Spike is making his last rounds in Aztec. What's he looking at? He's got 12 GBs in his... He's got 12 blueprints in his pocket, according to his tracker.
Okay.
He's sitting on 42 GBs. This will be 43, I think. So he's at 55. He's pretty close to Helm. If he goes to caves, he'll wrap up pretty quickly. He just has to go to caves.
And I still think he doesn't have his key 7.
Oh, you...
We'll have to see.
Oh gosh. Well, that's just like a quick little oopsie. You run up to Helm and you're like, oh crap, I know where it is. Hang on. Yeah.
If you keep the mouth closed, he'll run back.
Please hold.
Dang, Spike's trying to get all his bananas. Hopefully he's gonna dump now? Yep.
There we go. I wonder what he's dumping for.
Ponytail!
Is this
Ponytail was on Diddy's Aztec medal.
Okay, we will not be able to pull in Kilvereis, unfortunately, but
Okay.
we are still pulling for Spike. Yeah, Diddy's Aztec medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nasty one. Yeah, not having twirl is a little scary sometimes, but that is a
Skippable this seed, I guess. Obviously, they. I mean, Kilvereis really didn't ever use it.
Alrighty. He is done. Let me go. He is complete. You know what? We'll leave Funky on stream. He's chilling.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what I want to do with this chunk of the restream, but we'll leave Funky there, having a good time. A little screenshot of the credits. I love that. As Spike works his way up. Yo, GG Kilvereis, he's in the chat. Offer up your GGs. What a beast. That is a crazy time. 140.
Congrats.
140, second place, very nice. We have Etiquette finishing in third.
Oh, there comes Etiquette. Yeah, Etiquette with third place.
And he has been grinding DK64 Randomizer. We had him on stream a few days ago, and he's grinding, and he's getting real good real quick.
Yeah, he's definitely improving quickly and getting great times.
Any of these 140 times is so fast. What I think Spike is doing, Spike might be going to Helm for the hint, actually, which would be a little unfortunate, or he's just kind of hoping it's in caves. He's going to caves at last, so he'll actually be in go mode pretty soon, I think. Yeah, that R&D is brutal. We weren't sure what was going on there. Our best guess is that the slam, so the R&D path to Chunky Face is pointing at a slam. And it makes sense in the context of the one slam that we know, because you got Strong Kong and R&D, which led you to diving, and you needed diving for Rocket Barrel, and you needed Rocket Barrel for a slam. So, on that line of thought, our next theory is that one of two things is, so the other slam is in caves, right? So we're thinking the second slam is somewhere in caves. Our best guesses are either it's also Rocket Barrel locked, or which would be Diddy Upper Cabin, exactly Diddy Upper Cabin, or it is Strong Kong locked in Donkey's Igloo. Those are our two guesses. That's all we got. It's also possible, there's a world where, like, Thornvine Barn has something, and that could be it. Like, maybe, like, Thornvine Barn has, like, bongos or something, and it's, like, a bongos lock check. I don't know. Yeah, that would be brutal. Like, rotating cabinet or something weird. Or, like, blast, and then it's, like, on some random blast check. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't blame you at all for looking through R&D for more stuff, because that Strong Kong, that Strong Kong hit is rough to go off of, especially in the context of yesterday, where Strong Kong is, like, in a hinted region and is complete bait. So...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to find out where that second slam is. I don't think anyone's going to get it.
I don't think so either.
The Helm...
someone in the chat tells us.
The Helm slam is just got to be it. Oh, Spike is visibly reacting to the sacks and cave shops, just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's just here.
Yeah, but at least he got it.
He's got it. He's going.
That's helpful. He knows where to go now. He'll be able to cruise.
He's gonna run into the cabin and be like, what the heck could be here? Let's go get my slam. It's not a slam, and he's like, huh?
Right? He's gonna say,
well, he's at 59 though, so he is chilling. I think he's actually gonna run straight to the cabin.
Oh, bongos are in Lanky Castle, by the way. Check that in Helm. Wow.
Whew. Lanky Castle. So that is either the tower, the mausoleum, the medal. It's not the greenhouse. We've seen the greenhouse. Other slam could be DK Igloo. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Either DK Igloo or Diddy Upper Cabin for Rocket Barrel lock stuff. Maybe the Kasplat here. I don't think anyone saw that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ugh,
Wait,
yeah, to
yeah.
run back to get the bongos in castle to come back to caves to get your other slam. The Helm was much faster.
Yeah, there's no way you go to, especially, well, you're about to pull up Grape, so it's not that scary. I guess it's kind of scary if it's like Lanky Tower. Yeah, actually, Lanky Tower is like doomsday scenario for bongos because you have no idea where Balloon is. And maybe
Right.
and maybe Balloon is what's strong Kong locked or something psychotic.
Oh no! Wow, that would be
Or even
maybe
worse,
I don't know.
even
maybe
worse,
it's on the
diving locked. It could be just like
somehow.
yeah, like it could be even worse, just like diving locked somewhere random that you'll never find.
Yeah. Or the splish splash barrel somewhere on a lanky check to have your diving.
Yeah. Wow, we can really come up. You can really get creative with disaster scenarios in this game.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. And Spike is about to pull his grape and be like, huh? Huh?
Not what he's gonna be expecting here.
Alright, he guessed as much before he picked it up. He was like, I could see him mouth out, grape shooter? Looking kind of confused, like, what?
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing here? He's like, where's my 60? Where's my 60? Where's my 60? He's at 59. He's gotta find one more. Ah, screw it. Just go. Oh, no, he is at 60. Go to Helm.
Oh, do you think he's gonna? Yeah, I was gonna say he can't be slam. Look, he's got to go for that hint.
Yeah, there's no way.
He's got to go for the hint.
Oh, yeah. He's in good shape. He'll be off to the races. Speaking of off to the races, Thundo, 4th place. 148.
Oh,
Very nice, very nice.
Okay.
And he has just discovered he did not pick up key 7. Oh, no!
Oops! I told you he had it marked, but he didn't.
Oh,
I don't
no,
remember
alright.
that.
I don't have key 7. Huh?
He's like, what? I'm watching his face too.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oops.
He was like, wait a minute. You saw it, Spike. Go back for it.
This is just a light oops. It happens from time to time.
Yeah. He ran for that pearl immediately.
He clearly knows he's missing a slam as well, so I'm wondering if he's gonna like scope out Helm for slams before leaving for the hint, because that's definitely a possibility. You could have like full cleared Helm before leaving to get a slam, or to get the slam hint. Just as like a hedge of it's in Helm. I don't know how useful that is actually. It's hard to say. It would save you time here, but like, how often is a slam in Helm? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It seems like things are in Helm, though, more often than you think.
That's true. Usually it's nothing important in Helm. In Season 2, it's pretty difficult to get a required item in Helm. But, you know,
Except for this one.
life finds a way.
This seed that I rolled put that slam in Helm, so...
Oh, no. Claiming responsibility. You know, I'd claim responsibility for a 132 seed. That would be a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Let's go.
Needed a sub 2. He was talking about that last time. He's like, I've been getting too many over 2s.
Yeah. We need something to get back into business as usual, and this'll do.
Yeah.
This will do.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's been still quite a bit of time between finishers.
Yep, I think that rocket barrel is going to trip people up. You have to be able to follow diving on the path to Key 8, and you have no idea why. And you just have to work your way into Tiny Temple eventually. I think that's what Spike did. He just eventually followed his diving in there. He went to Galleon first. It wasn't a Galleon.
Yeah.
And I think Tiny Temple is like your next best diving locked stuff. Diving really points you at Galleon, and... Well, that's the big one, actually. Yeah. There's some, like, minor things for diving. Something like, just stray miscellaneous checks all over the place, but diving for Galleon and Tiny Temple, I think, are the two big ones.
Yeah, no, it's a good play for him to try Galleon first. That just wasn't where it was, but...
Right. too much. He's cruising. He's off to the races. I wonder if he's gonna check the other stuff in Helm before he goes to get the hint.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he does this. Be interesting. Yeah, that rocket barrel really was needed. And Spike ended up here at the end.
Just gotta cruise through 3 rooms of Helm. Quick work, light work in the day of a DK64 speedrunner. DK64 randomizer player, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is nothing like a Helm and a speedrun, actually. Them speedrunners are flying through Helm and not doing as little as possible.
Yeah, I guess it depends if you're doing glitchless or not, because if you are, you can just bypass everything and just get that key. You don't even need to do rooms.
And even if you're not doing glitchless, the Helm minigames are so much different than what you're going to see in a randomizer. You get like actual bonus barrel minigames in rando that really wreak havoc on your at the end of a seed. You just have a gauntlet of Lord knows what.
Yeah, what could be there? Anything. Yeah, and you know what's there in a speed run. They're the same every time. So you know what to expect. Well, here it can be, you need grape for this minigame. Why do you need...
Yep.
That's why you needed grape. At least Spike didn't chase that hint down, or the grape down too much. I'm assuming he figured it was for this, and that's it.
That is one of the traps you can fall into, is you get away the horde, and you're like, okay, I gotta figure out what this is way the horde for, and not realize that, wait, I'm just in go mode. Like, wait, I should just go.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Hang on.
There it is. There's your grape.
Yeah, he's got pineapple. There you go. Break out the bazooka.
Yes. Much easier.
I've always wondered if it's worth it to like backflip up to the top of those boxes to get better angles on the shot, but
it is. I do it that way because it's very hard. Unless you have homing or sniper,
yeah.
I go in the boxes. Then you're level with them, and it's much easier to shoot the bees.
Yeah, with homing, it's very free, but
yeah,
it might depend on the gun too. Like if you have to like get your shots in with like grape or feather, it might be better to get on level so you get a bunch of shots in a row. Whereas with pineapple, you just need like a stray hit, so you can just shotgun them.
Yeah. Okay, second Helm room done. We get Skip. Nope.
Right. 3 more finishers piling in. Camerson, Shady Miss, R1 Dog.
Oh.
Right, dog. Let's go. Oh, is he checking? He's checking the sax. Oh no, wait. The sax is this is a required room. What am I talking about? Oops.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's probably gonna go right for that hint, but we'll see. We'll see how he plays it.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing. It's the kind of like race time pressure. You look at the race time and be like, okay, everyone's finishing. Where is
it?
Gotta go. That's
I gotta go get the hint.
Yeah, that's the sneaky thing, because when you see somebody finish, you know they've been in go mode for like 10 minutes. They had to have found something 10 minutes ago that you didn't. Yeah. So like, oh my god, where is it? It kind of like gives you a little bit of like internal pressure, like, I should have found this, where is it? And you like you pour over your notes again, you pour over, what can I do, what's my best check right now? It's tricky. And sometimes you just concede and be like, okay, I need more information, and you run into Helm.
Yeah, if you have everything, it's not a bad idea to get Helm done and out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Well, in this case, you kind of want to, because, your slam's in Helm. Haha.
I don't think anybody would have guessed Slam and Helm before they see that hint.
Yeah, very funny game.
Thank you.
I don't know, if I had... Oh, man. Oh, Thundao. He knew. He always knows. What a beast. He knows. Alright, Spike, what you gonna do, SpikeVegeta? He's getting out of here. He wants to know. He wants the information. And he'll come running right back.
Right back in.
He's turning around immediately.
Well, Thundao, if you did that, I bet you that helped you get that 3rd place.
Yeah, that'll save you a couple minutes. Probably like a minute or 2, at least. And, yeah. Every minute counts in here. There's several times that are just minutes, they're just a minute apart, so...
Yeah. Well, and in this, you're racing against the clock for the quals, because you want to get your best time possible.
Spike's like, oh my god, it's an Helm? What the heck? Turn around. Skirt.
Turn around! Go back!
At last, we have Riley finishing with a 158. No doubt. He still manages to sub 2 regardless. He finds a way.
He got in.
Aaron Dobb, 158.23. The finishers are piling in now. They all know. Oh my god, I gotta go to Slam and Helm. Let's go.
I'm in Helm. Yep.
Party in Helm. Everyone's invited. We're gonna blow the roof off this place.
Just lucky guess. I mean, sometimes if you're lucky and you make the right guess, it's good.
And Spike is relieved to see that it is not in DK's room.
It's not. Can you imagine if they were both bongos locked?
That would be
terrible.
That would suck a lot.
Wow.
All right, and it's in the last place you look.
Of course.
Last place you look. Not too bad a crown though. 30 seconds isn't too bad.
Right. And especially, it has to be this, because there's nothing else.
Relatively easy enemies, even though these fireballs are, like, moonlighting as Olympic sprinters.
They are super fast.
Not only are they fast, they can just turn on the jets. They've got acceleration like crazy for some reason. As soon as they see you, they're just, like, beelining in a straight line at maximum velocity towards you.
Wow.
These things are bloodthirsty for being made of fire.
Yeah. They're respawning fast.
Super Simeon Slam. Off you go.
There you go.
Get out of here.
Oh, there you go. K-roll.
Yeah, please play nice.
Yep. So we had 9 finishers that were sub 2 this seed. Wow.
Yeah, almost a third of the lobby.
Yeah.
Competition is getting fierce. People are fiending for top times.
Yeah. These quals are gonna. They're very tight. Everyone wants to obviously get their best ones.
And
best times possible.
What's really interesting is that the middle of these top 9 finishers could all have finished in a different order, I think, depending on just like a couple decisions. It all hinges on just a few decisions. Whether it's, oh, I should have gone to Aztec sooner, or, oh, why'd I clear out Galleon, or, oh my god, I should have gone to Caves. You know, something like that. Any one of those like small decisions just like flips like five minutes or so.
Yep.
It could have just swung another way. We got
changed your order.
Yeah, our bracket matches are gonna be crazy. It's just gonna come down to the smallest decisions, even if it's just like, oh, you got damaged in the wrong spot and that made you like want to do something less, or I don't know, something crazy like that can happen.
Yep, or that time where that Kasplat shockwave you off and you fell off castle and you have to restart.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, backflip for the people. Thank you, Spike.
We love SpikeVegeta here. Yeah, for as crazy as these qualifiers are, the bracket is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
It is. It's going to be very close.
Never a dull moment.
A lot of people.
Never a dull moment in DK64 Randomizer.com.
Never. why it really can be. I mean, anybody can win any seed. I mean, you never know. Oh, and the Electric Fortune finished in 10th place.
There you go. Lobby is wrapping up. Well, okay, I say wrapping up. There's still a fair few people. They're still cooking. Let them cook.
I think 19 people are still going. Got slip. Oh.
Finisher's flying in. Pressure's on. Lock in. Throw your barrels. Play your tunes. Don't get run over. Lanky, please.
Come on, lady. Stretch your arms. Stretch.
Please.
Oh, sometimes it's worth tanking that damage there. Let him run around. And we have 11th place finisher already. Whew.
There you go.
Hey, Spike.
Spike is done.
There we go. 12th place. $2:04. That's not a bad time. That's really not a bad time.
There you go. See if he wants to chat about it.
Hopefully he will come in and talk to us.
I think we got him. We're just gonna give him a second. He's gotta clean things up for his.
Yeah.
Clean things up on his end. I gotta clean things up on my end. All's fair. What a seed.
Yeah. Woo.
Woohoo. Alright. And we've got him.
Alright, welcome, Spike.
Welcome, Spike. Congratulations.
Hello. Let me reset this so the music isn't blaring in my ear. But what's up, gamers?
What's going on? What a seed that was.
Yes, it was definitely not my best seed. I'm happy that not a good performance still got me, I guess, 12th place in the standings. You got to be fast in these, and the saxophone placement. I think Riley and I were talking about. We both kind of misread how our diving was. Diving just for Rocket Barrel. I don't know how many other people did it. I went and did almost all of Galleon, looking for what I assumed was going to be saxophone, and then sax in caves was in the 5-door cabin was going to lock guitar, yada. So I saw Rocket. I went, oh no, this is not good.
We're sitting
and
here.
then you see the sax in the shop, and that was the only reason we had to go there was for the sax locks thing, which turns out was just great. So
well,
it is what it is.
Even in our omniscient position, being able to watch all the viewers, we didn't actually piece together that it's probably just junk in Tiny's cabin until way later.
Oh yeah, well, because it was hinted Way of the Horde.
Right, we didn't figure it out until you pick up Gorilla Gun in Forest, because then at that point, the only thing you're missing, we'd seen Rocket Barrel on Kilvereis' side. He got it relatively early, actually, and that helped him a lot.
God.
And at that point, it's like, what are you missing? You're missing saxophone, but you can't have saxophone in a saxophone locked room. So like, what is there? It's got to be like grape for Helm or something useless. Like,
Yeah.
We was hoping it was going to be a slam. Because obviously
Slam
was needed
1,
for
locking,
Dark
Slam
Days.
2.
well,
Okay, I gotta know on y'all's side. 2 questions about that Slam. 1, did anyone get whichever one is in caves?
no, I don't think anyone.
No.
No one knows.
Did anybody? There's no way. I would throw hand. Did anybody get that Slam in Helm before the hint?
At least one person did, I think.
What?
Sundown.
Yeah. I mean, you're missing a slam. You take a quick. It's like a fast check, and then you never have to come back. You know it's not in Helm. It's crazy, but like,
Oh, there's so many checks left in the game. That's funny,
Yeah.
dude. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
it's tricky.
Everybody else went and got that slam hit and went right back to Helm.
The
Uh-huh.
the wacky hint that kept throwing me for a loop is R&D is on the path to Chunky K rule. What the heck is
Yeah.
that? That has to be
That
strong.
is
That's strong.
Strong Kong for diving for.
Question mark?
Yeah, what does diving get you?
So-
Diving gets
so
you
what we're thinking-
rock-
Yeah, we're thinking it's Strong Kong to diving for Rocket Barrel for a slam, and then your other slam is Strong Kong locked somewhere. So we're thinking our best guess is that the second slam is in DK's Igloo.
You know what? Just a second. I have the game up. I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. This is for the people. We're going over to the Igloo to find out.
our best theory is it's either there or it's also Rocket Barrel locked in Diddy's upper cabin.
Right. Yeah,
You
there's
don't
actually
have,
multiple reasons, which that is kind of nuts. If
Yeah.
it's, both are rocket locked.
Yeah. And because that would put so many more things on the path that, like, surely something gets hinted, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Something.
You just gotta do
Should've.
some light work to get into bongos. Apparently, bongos are in castle with Lanky, according to
Oh,
according to
wait.
someone who
Yeah,
read
I
the
can't
hint.
get this, can I?
If you do some light swimming through walls, you'll have no problems. But
Oh, I've never. You know what? Let's. I'm gonna go learn how to do that. Because this is you just like you kind of swim up. See, where's the thing? It's like over here. This is the great setup for an interview we're doing right here.
oh yeah,
And then
We should pull back up a stream.
cut back up. Yeah, so you go into the wall.
is it B?
Yeah, you see up and then B into it from first person. So you just be underwater or in first person.
Oh, you got to get under.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, love that.
And then just hold B, and eventually you'll get through. Boom. Look how easy that
There
is.
you go. He's in it. He's in.
Banned
Let's
te-
just allow cheating.
yeah, banned
Now
techniques.
Get out of the water.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, where is the load zone? Hello?
Yeah, you should be able to like jump up and like inside, like land on the inside platform or the inside of the door should have somewhere to stand. Maybe
Inside of the door. I've seen Connor do it. You just kind of jump like up.
go a little further in and like jump because it doesn't extend to that far in. You gotta go like past it and then.
And then come out. All right, we did it. Heck yeah, okay.
There
And
we
then boop. And now we'll cheat like this.
Hey.
And
Is
then
this
we
the slam?
No, that's a GB.
Wow.
Oh, where is Ben?
Where is it?
So it's a
Huh.
Diddy rocket barrel?
Maybe?
Because there's nothing that's like, I'm about to say, there's no like a set of bananas that would be like technically diving live for like a medal. I
Well,
don't
medals are foolish in caves.
Oh,
so-
we know that already.
Yeah. So it's not a medal.
So
Is it upper cabin?
that's the best we got.
that's the best we got is its upper cabin. Other than that, there's just, did Rocket Barrel give us something else in another level that then locks? Because what is it? We established that Bongo. I
I don't know.
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
just know what Bongos is. We don't know if it's anything.
But yeah, it was again probably my biggest downfall in this is that you do well in this seed if you just come to caves early. Is if you just come to caves early, even though you know the one thing you super need is going to be locked by a thing that is in here.
Yeah, I think there's a case to be made to going to caves anyway because it's your best density. And if you're racing to 60 to get the saxophone hint and helm anyway, then you just get your GBs and just get your hint and helm, which sucks because it's the third room, but needs must. I don't think it's not that guy because we've seen that guy. It might be the Kasplat. I don't know if we checked the Kasplat.
Oh, the Rocket Barrel Kasplat. Yeah, could be that too.
No, we're running out of ideas. We're gonna go to the top cabin, and then it's because nothing else is strong Kong locked, right?
Oh, it could be like something in Thornvine Barn that points you in the right direction, like back to caves or something. But like that seems like a stretch. This is why we were thinking there's no way anyone got the cave slam. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah,
there's way too much crap to dig through. Yeah. No, banana metal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
no idea.
We'll spoiler log it or something. I don't know. I guess we don't have spoiler logs. So.
No.
I did enough for the people. I don't know what it is. But anyways, what did you all think of the scene?
We'll put our top monkey scientists on it and figure it out. This is a wild scene. I got the feeling it was fast, but I couldn't like pin down why I feel like it was fast. It was like
we had we had a lot of moves really early and the keys. And so Spike, how do you feel about getting that? You forgot key 7. You saw it hit the box.
Yeah. So I talked crap on myself because I thought as I was going down there, because Lighthouse is path of key 7, yada yada. And as I'm swimming down to get like Lanky's thing, I'm like, oh no. I should have went back and bought the pearl before I went over to the lighthouse. If you have your first butt slam, then I think you're less concerned about that. But even then, you should just go buy the pearl. There's not that many checks over in lighthouse you had access to. So then when I saw it, I went, And then I was like, I bought the pearl. And then my brain never processed to actually still go get the damn key.
You had it marked, and I was like, I don't think you went back to that key.
Yep. I was like, I'm done. I got all the keys. Yep, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah. Oops. But it was fun. And I guess that puts us at exactly halfway through the qualifiers.
Indeed it does.
Yep.
We have 6 to go. 6 down.
Have we updated the leaderboards, the doc?
I don't know about updated, but I know there is a leaderboard that exists.
Yeah, I was like, we should do like a halfway through the season. This is how it's looking.
Yeah, Toodles updated after the first 3, and he did comment that he was going to update it after these 3 as well. So he's out of town, so it might not be till tomorrow or Tuesday, but he did say he's going to update after these 3 this weekend.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see as we go in again. Top 32, gonna be qualifying. Anybody just want to get into it? We're going 32 deep, which is pretty deep in this community right now. You still have time to join and qualify for top 32 right now, even if you feel like you just halfway know how to play this game. It'll be fun.
There were 30 people in this lobby. 30!
30!
That is, I think, tied for the largest season 2 race we've had.
Yeah, this ended up being a big race. It's Sunday afternoon. It makes sense.
Oh,
yeah. So.
You love to see it.
But well, GG. I'm going to go do some other streaming stuff today, but this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me here for the interview. Thanks for featuring me on the restreams and everything. And best of luck to all the rest of the runners. I'm looking forward to the second half of the qualifier season. So,
yes, good luck in the rest of the qualifier, Spike.
Heck yeah. You have a good day. See you, Sarah. See you, Larock. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
And with that, our time for today is complete. Our seed is done. Our qualifier is finished. We have we have number 6 in the books. As more finishers pile in, we wish them the best of luck.
Good luck. Yeah, we have 17.
And we're done. That's all we got.
We're done. Yes. All right.
Yeah. Qualifier number 7, I believe, is next week. I think it's Friday.
I believe it is Friday.
Yes, our next qualifier is next Friday on the usual weekly time, I believe. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Our top monkey scientist, the Balam, he'll find the slam. He'll find the slam for us, and he will inform us in the Discord. Discord.dk64randomizer.com. Come on down to the community. It's a good time. We love DK64 there.
Yes, join us in the Discord if you are not already a part of it.
Or just roll on down to DK64randomizer.com to play some for yourself. Can't go wrong.
Try it out.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging with us today, guys. I hope to see y'all on the next qualifier on Friday. yeah, it'd be a good time. Am I on that one? I don't think I'm on that one.
No, I'm on it with Tudos, I
Oh,
believe.
Man. I'm gonna be in the race on that one. Let's go.
You're
I'm getting down in the mud. I'm getting in the mix. It's gonna be exciting times. We'll see y'all then. Thanks for hanging, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, have a good one, everyone.